Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is Gordon from Greyhawk Gaming. I am joined by my players. I have Alan at Xerxes, Mickey as Siren, Byron as Cyan, Peter as Carolus, Richard as Cockarius, almost said Alan as Cockarius again, and Neville as Bayroom. When last we saw our heroes, they were bungling through the sand dunes trying to get their way up to the ruins of the Abbey that they could just make out. Having travelled there, they snooped around a little bit and found that there was an entrance leading downwards in the middle of the ruins to some sort of cellar with a soot-covered door. Having made a lot of noise, they were challenged by somebody called Oddmund, who was a big brute of a man. And yes, the door was opened. They had a short conversation with Ozymandias, the head cleric here, which quickly devolved into a bloodbath. And that is where we pick up. Let me change the music. And I believe it was the top of the round again, which is Madame Saron.
Can I have map? Yes.
Can you have map? No.
Yes. Okay.
You should all have the map now.
Thank you.
Can I just check something? I've got 3 sorcery points used. I remember 2. Trying to remember.
2 to save me in Cyan.
Isn't it 1?
No, it's 2.
It's 1 per person, isn't it?
It's 1. Isn't it 1 up to your charisma, and then you choose as many people up to your charisma modifier? That's how I remember it.
Just double check.
When you cast blah 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 1 sorcery point, you choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier. So that's 1, and the second one was the twin spell.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be a third one.
But wasn't it also to the level of the spell?
2 sorcery points to do. No. Wait, let's see. I'll try and figure it out now.
Otherwise, if it isn't, just
Twin spell. When you cast a spell that targets
you also twin spelled.
Okay, yes, you can. It's spend a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level, and the spell's level is
Level 3.
1.
1.
So it should be.
No, but for Fireball, it's a level 3 spell.
Didn't you cast Chromatic Orb and twin
Yes,
spell
it's a
it?
level 1 spell.
Yeah, so then it was a cantrip and a level 1, so that's 2 sorcery points, and then the third sorcery point to make a safe zone for.
Wait, what did I do? Fire? Did I do 2 twin spells?
I believe so. I seem to recall Chromatic Orb.
Yeah, I only remember Chromatic Orb, which is 1 sorcery point.
And then Firebolt.
Oh, I don't remember casting Firebolt. Okay, cool.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. That does sound about right. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. All good.
All right. Okay, Mickey, Siren.
Yes.
You are on the stairs. You have bims crawling around your feet. You have Beirut to your side. You have the door open, and you have the barest sight of the brute Ogmund, as well as Cyan and Cockarius being surrounded by a bunch of heavily armed men.
I shall do the dissonant whispers and let him relive one of his childhood traumas.
Who's that?
Augment.
Keep in mind, Ogmund, you already did the dissonant whispers too, I believe.
I did hold first.
You also, I don't know why I thought you also did this dissonant.
Melody. Creature doesn't move. Oh yeah, I already did that, but he's stuck. He can't move. He needs to move away from me.
Yeah, he needs to move away from you on his turn.
Okay.
Maybe you can still do it and do the damage to him.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. It's just the damage. I don't care.
You don't care about him running away like a little girl. Okay,
Exactly. But if I read correctly, I shall do it at the level 2, so I get an extra dice.
Go for it. That's just a saving throw, eh?
Yeah. if he
Oh,
fails.
really?
Oh hell yeah!
That
extra.
sucks. For him. Oof,
Looks like
ouch.
has not had a good time.
Relive your trauma.
He squeals in pain. And you can see he's reeling from that spell. As these whispers infiltrate his mind and drive him to insanity. Is there anything else you want to do?
Just laugh.
Just laugh.
Laugh at your pain.
Gorillas.
Okay. I'm gonna throw augment with the key blast. Or radiant sunbolt.
Alright, so do that with half cover for me, please.
I'll try and dodge it.
You can just click -2 at the bottom left there as well to do the half cover.
Is it cover or just HUP cover?
Cover. Just cover.
Cover.
Is this a single bolt or 2 bolts?
One bolt.
1 bolt. Oh! Not that he needed it, but yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. I'm gonna use a key
With the
point.
7.
I'm gonna cast a flurry of blows with my sunbolt so I can shoot 2 more.
Okay. Though you clicked on patient defense, but I get what you mean.
So.
Oh, that's a hit. Just barely, but you lucky bastard, you got it. Ah! And he squeals and falls to the ground.
Oh, finally.
The tough bugger is out of the way.
Okay. Last bolt I'm gonna sing to guard number 2.
Alright, also half cover, please. Of course, you have Beru standing in your way.
So speaking about this new sort of, what do you call it?
Cover?
Cover. Like when someone stands in front of you, yeah, like this new rule or whatever that we're going to introduce.
Yeah.
If I'm standing on these stairs and I've got a height advantage, does it still count?
Still counts. Because those
Okay.
guys are still going to be like, if you were to target guard number 3, Cyan will still be in your way. Unless he was prone on the ground.
Okay.
Which adds a little bit of tactical flavor. So that definitely hits for 5 points, picked up. He is still standing, however. Anything else?
Just move 1 step closer. And then that's the end of my turn.
Huh. That's interesting. Have you... It's not giving me like the... Ah, there we go. Huh. Oh, did you just make an arrow there?
Yeah, I wanted to drag my...
I was going to say, something's not right.
Character.
I'm not getting permission. Alright. You can hit the dragon. This brings us to guard number 1. Guard number 1 is standing on the other side of Cyan, so he's going to attack Cyan with advantage. With his longsword. 23. Is there anything you wish to do, Cyan? Byron?
Yeah, I'm gonna react with my Wrath of the Storm again.
Ooh, you managed your concentration save. Okay, so Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go guard 1, and then I'm gonna click save.
He succeeds.
What?
19 plus 1 from that blaze.
The creature takes okay, so I can still do damage.
You
Okay,
can still do the damage, but it's going to just be half.
Alright, I don't have to click on the guard again, I can just click damage, eh?
Yeah, you should just be able to... Well, you drag the damage onto the guard.
Drag on him.
Okay.
Yeah, it only works that way if you have him selected as a target. Alright, so 3 points of damage. Was it thunder or lightning?
Lightning.
Lightning. So he's sparking a little bit.
Nice. Static.
You actually see it as his blade comes down towards you yet again. Oh, son of a...
Oh my word. Oh my word. As I eat these criticals.
And
Oh,
your
nice,
concentration
I
is
feel it.
gone.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and I'm down.
he's going to step in here and he's going to take a slice at you, Beirut, with his short
Okay, but
sword.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the hell hit him.
Ooh, the DM's on the roll.
Shit.
That's another natural 20, folks.
Get all your 20s out of the way now.
And you managed to succeed in your concentration, Beirut. Aren't you lucky? Guard number 2 is going to attack you, Tarkarius, with his longsword. And that is a 26 to hit. Do you care to do anything about it? Can you do anything
Can
about
I
it?
do?
Ah, mediocre damage. But he's
You're
going to hit
alive.
you again with his
Yeah,
longsword.
there's still 2 more guards to go, Xerxes.
Yeah, but you did. You didn't die this round, which is
See what I'm
good.
saying?
24 to hit.
But not. I didn't mean this round. I mean that turn.
And Carcarius goes down.
Oh my goodness.
See, now you absorb two attacks and not just one.
And that will end his turn. Guard
Yeah, that's
number
2 attacks
3
from the same person.
is going to take a shot at you as he lifts this heavy crossbow and he aims it at you, Siren. It is going to
No.
have half cover because you are standing on the other side of his buddy.
Oh, miss.
And it misses with a 12. And that will end the guard's turn, which brings us to Carcarius.
Theoretically, considering I have the same initiative as them, can I do a dying spell?
What is your dexterity?
How does the order? How is the order determined if you roll the
It's
same?
11, so plus 0.
Yeah, no, their dex is higher than yours, so.
Okay.
I figured it can't hurt to try.
But
'cause I'm
technically,
dying, so-
usually they do say that the players need to, but I think with the new rules, it's supposed to be adjudicated by, I think first by dex mod and then by dex score or something.
Okay.
Alright, so Richard, please give me the death saving. Wow, that was so close.
Damn it.
That was so
Oh.
close, but that is a success with a 19.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing. It
Could
is
have
a
been
good
that. It would have been great if I did nat 20, because the last death save I threw was in that 1. So
Mhm. It was a close call. Alright, so it's Xerxes. You are at the top of the stairs. You can see a guard trying to push his way through Beirut. Blades drawn.
So this is tricky. And I can't really move down because there's too many people in the way.
Yeah.
Right.
You got Corollas and Oceanus and Beirut and Siren all in front of you. So, what you doing?
A fireball, right? Can I like lob it?
Oh, well, you do lob it at a point,
Yeah,
as
but-
you can see.
But I mean, like a ball, like I would throw a ball.
That's
Like
very
when
Oh, like
I
underhand.
throw over people, it doesn't go straight. That's what I'm getting at.
Maybe you can do jump, and smash it like in volleyball.
well, it doesn't. Fireball's not a straight line projectile. It's just
A
comes
save.
from a point that you
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah, so you do technically toss it, so I'll say, yeah, you can toss it however you want. Sorry, I just realized the rude implications of that. Never mind, carry on.
Yeah, yeah. Point your finger towards a place within range, and then just explosions of flame occur.
Yep.
It's fine. Yeah, but then they're gonna get two failures on their saving throws, right?
Correct.
2 failures.
Yep.
Okay, so that's not, can't do that.
Is it 2 failures? Is it 2 failures if it's a crit? And that will only, the crit only applies if somebody makes a melee attack against them. So they'll fail their save automatically, regardless.
Death save.
Yeah, unless you can do another careful spell.
Yeah, but they'll still take damage. But when they take damage when they're dead, is it just one?
Yeah, it's one failure. Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask? So Beirut or Siren, besides guard 1, 2, and 3, is there anyone else around that vicinity?
Not that I can see.
The disciple
Yeah, I can only see guard 1 and 2.
Where's the disciple?
next to 3. On its left.
Okay. And how high is the staircase? Can I climb over people? Can I fly over people?
No, don't fly over me.
Can I see people?
Warn me. Warn me.
It's not particular. Well, it is sort of like half. It's only about 10 feet high, I'd say. The same height as it is wide. It may be with a slight little bit of fluctuation.
How hard can I kick?
How hard can you kick?
Yeah,
How strong are you?
Why?
because I need to get down there.
Are you gonna kick me?
No, I'm gonna kick Oceanus, and Oceanus will fall into you.
You'll lose more than your feet today.
Shit, man. So this is tough.
Gotta make a decision.
Um,
And you don't have Misty, hey?
no. Fuck. Well, yeah. Like, honestly, what? I feel like damaging 4 people does more benefits than potentially hitting 2 people with a weak spell and having to use half cover.
You don't have magic missiles, eh?
I do.
Magic missiles doesn't suffer from that penalty.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot 2nd level or higher, 1 more dart for each level above. That's not really worth it, eh? There's no economy in that. Okay, I'll try magic missile on guard number 2, 1 on guard 1 and 2 on guard 2.
Alright.
Actually,
yeah, you've got line of sight there.
fuck, man. I was doing maths here. Fuck it. I'm doing a fireball.
Alright.
And then we have to, I'm going to tell everyone, I'm fireballing, and then we have to, hopefully guard number 1 dies, and then we have to go and revive Brian, and then I'm going to run in and after you guys and help.
Refresh me, does Ben still have the healing potion in his claws?
Yes. Well, I don't know if he took it actually, because I asked him to, go and attack, not to pour it into anyone's throat. So
Yeah, but he's still got that because he used his stinger. He's still grabbing hold
Yeah,
of the potion.
I'd say he's still
Cool.
holding onto it.
cool. Yeah, fuck it. I'm casting fireball. I'm casting it on 1, 3, and 2, and apparently, well, I'm going to
Disciple fall.
put it here. How big is this thing? 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so that's about right.
Twice that size.
20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fireball is big.
So
Very,
you're
very
placing it over there.
I'm gonna check now. Like that.
Alright.
So, who do I have to target in the combat tracker?
Yeah.
One-
Maybe a bit lower. So you
1,
don't
3,
cinch my
2.
bow.
Sorry?
He
Say
won't
again?
cinch you. Target Disciple 4, Guards 1, 2, and 3.
Disciple 4.
And then Cyan and Carcarius, you can just tick off a failed death save for me, please.
Pointed to it automatically.
I'm not having him target you guys, in case there's a fuck up.
So, should I target them, or are you guys going to do it?
No, let them do it manually, or I'll quickly do it, either way.
Okay, cool. And then...
Technically, couldn't he do it 5 feet above the floor and just under it?
He could.
Because you're in the center.
But remember, it's not centered on the floor. It can be centered in the middle of the room.
Yeah, but then it won't hit them, the guards on the outside, because then it'll be way above the heads.
No, it will. If you target it, put wherever the center is, but make sure it's the bottom of it is 5 feet above the floor.
Just
So
keep
don't
this
hit
in
prone
mind.
bodies
That
and hit the
room
guards.
is only about 10-15 feet high. So
But
no way that you put that thing is it going to not clip you.
Here goes.
Oh, all of them
Nice.
failed.
Ooh,
Damn
all
it.
3 failed.
Now you need to roll well.
Ooh, there's only one more.
Jeez!
Dead. Okay, run in and attack. So there's one that's unconscious.
To sent to all of the above.
Wait,
Damn
aren't
it.
they all dead?
Only one,
Only one survived.
and you know that there are a couple of other people
But he's
in there.
unconscious.
No,
Alright.
he is alive. Barely,
But,
but he is alive. I'm not even
He's
joking
alive.
with that. He's got like 1 hit point left.
And then I'm going to use a sorcery point to create a first level spell slot with my bonus action.
Alright, cool.
Wait, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. That's going to take too much time. Scrap that idea. I'm done. I'm going to say, go and heal them and make space in this fucking staircase.
Cyan, give me a death saving throw, please. And make it a good one. Okay.
Anything but a 1, that's fine.
So Cyan has got his second failure. Which brings us to Beirut.
Wait, I've got a bardic inspiration. Could I use it on that?
Nope.
Okay.
Exactly.
But it's for saving throws.
have you got a DM inspiration?
I don't. I've used that already.
Death saving throw is not an ability saving throw, though.
Yes.
Or no, it just says saving throw.
Fine.
Really, don't worry about it.
Okay. I mean,
I guess I'll just lie down here and die. So, Barry, what you doing?
With my dexterity, would I be able to shove a healing potion into each of their throats?
Make a dexterity or, acrobatics? No. Make a straight dex roll for me.
Straight dex check.
Straight dex check, yes. I can't speak again.
Oh, for Pete's sake, if my character sheet will actually switch to my main tab. Stupid thing. Dex check.
Ooh.
Alright. I will say that you are able to use your bonus action and your action to put a healing potion into each of their. But that'll be all you can do this turn.
I'm pretty sure that's all I can do this turn, but that's fine. So, 1 for you. And 1 for you.
It would be better, but they are alive. They're breathing. They are prone on the ground, however. Which means I should actually probably put their prone statuses on.
Right, and then now that I know where I am, okay, so it's 15 feet to there, so I'm going to go and stand there.
No.
I'm going to go.
No. You rolled well, but you had to bend down to put those potions into their mouths. So that is your turn.
Okay.
All right.
Oceanus, do something useful.
What does
Let's see if
Oceanus
we
do?
can actually hit the guard this time.
No, it's a bait. It's what I'm thinking.
Guys, no, can you get that guy to get out of the staircase?
Yeah.
Like, why is he still in the staircase?
Because he's not a proper adventurer and he probably wouldn't go front lines.
Well, then tell him to go next to me or something, so he's out of the way.
Get your Alvin ass out of the way.
I'll leave that up to, I can't move him, so Gordon, that's up to you to move him.
Oh, can't you move him?
No.
There we go. It is done.
Water over nice.
Alright. Now it is Bayleaf's turn. And Bayleaf, Beirut, Carcarius, and Cyan. I need you three to give me insight rolls quickly. As you three have got line of sight on Bayleaf and on Odium.
Can I see which direction they're looking at while they're doing these insight looks?
You could probably see them glancing off to the left and to the right of them. Beirut and Cyan, you're not particularly sure, but Carcarius, you think that those two are looking mighty fearful. And Bayleaf, is going to cast a spell. But you see him motioning, and you hear what sounds like an elven lullaby. And
Do we recognize the words?
Do you speak Elvish? Yeah, it's just a common song saying that the elves sing to their children to help them go into basically their trance for the evening. It's a lovely little melody. I'm not going to try and sing it for you quite clearly. And I'm pretty sure that no matter what he rolls, yeah. So the guard next to you guys is incapacitated, and he is prone on the ground. And you see Bayleaf like chuck down his bow, and he unbuckles his sword and chucks it down on the ground and puts his hands up, and he says, "Let this end. I am not dying for these stupid priests."
Wise choice.
He says, "Odium, drop your stupid weapon. Do you want to die or do you want to get off this stupid island?" And you see the cleric on the other side of you drop. I believe he's got a cudgel in his hand. And he like chucks it away from him as well, and he drops down to his knees and he's like, "Peace! Peace! Please! Let's leave this place!"
I'm gonna say, well,
As I'm standing up, my sword is going through the throat of the guard on the ground.
Oh. Okay, make your attack. It
Fair
will be an
enough.
auto crit and an auto hit.
Yeah.
So- can I
Holy
move
shit,
down now
man.
so I can see what's going on.
Yep.
Wouldn't you be mad if someone killed you? Wait,
And while I'm doing it, I'm staring dead at Xerxes.
I'm just gonna whisper for class.
Oh, it's very passionate of you. Very intimate.
Very nice. So the guard
Jeez.
dies, and you see Bayleaf, like, the weapons are still next to him, but he sort of moves a few feet very slowly off to the side, and Odium just stays on his knees where he is. And
I'm gonna interrogate this guy.
yeah, go for it.
Okay,
You guys
okay.
are officially out of combat at the moment, so if you guys
Okay,
would like to
just
move
before we
in-
go out of just before we go out of combat, I'm going to transfer my pain
yeah.
to old Bayleaf.
All right, cool.
I
I'm
think,
taking
well,
a potion from this.
Oh, hold on a second. What did you say, Byron?
I think while this is happening, sounds like just breathing quite heavily is gonna go and like lean against this table, like sitting down, and I'm gonna start casting Prayer of Healing, which takes about 10 minutes.
Well, before you do that, I'm also just going to do a mass healing word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rather
Good. We'll
during
need
the-
we'll need both of it. So
Okay, yeah. So I'll do pro of healing over 10 minutes.
and I can do up to 6 creatures.
Alright, so
Yeah, same.
choose your creatures.
Can I roll it now, or do you want me to like wait until you say time's over while they're doing the interrogating, Gordon?
No, you can roll it now.
Alrighty.
So
Can I change these guys like this? Hey, you can actually change them like that. Fantastic.
So can I ask, what on earth are you two doing here?
Who are you directing your question to? The guy next to you.
So look, I'll speak to Odium later, I guess. But if Bailiff was the one that told Odium to put down his weapons, I'll speak to him.
Odium says... Odium, it's to me now. Bailiff says to you... Bailiff, where the my brain. Sorry, folks. Bailiff, there we go.
that was
He says to you... you have my... wow. Oh, sorry. Healing spells kicking in.
There's just a magical diffusion throughout the whole room. The whole room just glows in holy energy.
That is a lot of heal.
That is. Wow.
Oh man! Thank goodness we got some clerics here. Huh? I got clerics.
And you hear Odium
like-
say something under his breath to the effect of, "They are too powerful."
I like the way Beirut gets no healing from Cyan.
Beru doesn't need healing. Oh, you got 6 HP missing.
Must I give some healing to him as well?
Yeah,
technically,
please.
'cause
I only use like 4
if
slots.
I can pick up to 6, does that mean I can double heal someone?
Well, why did we heal Bailiff and instead of someone else?
I didn't see Beru's HP was reduced. I just picked Bailey because I was like, well, there's no one else with reduced HP, and like he gave himself up. Like shame, man.
You can't. I don't know if. What is the exact wording of mass healing word say, Richard?
Find it again.
Any creature,
Up to 6.
just up to 6.
Hold on. I need to get my spells back. God damn it.
Yeah, it's
as you call out words, Richard, up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range regain hit points.
Well, that wording makes me think up to 6 separate creatures.
Okay.
I don't think you can double heal someone.
Yeah.
All right. So Bailiff motions to the chairs and he says, "May I have a seat?"
yeah. Come on, have a seat.
And he walks very carefully, hands still held up, and you can see that Oceanus is intrigued by this meeting of another elf, but he has not lowered his crossbow, and he's sort of like taking up a position where he can aim at either of the 2 prisoners.
Smart.
Oceanus, put the crossbow bolt down, man. Where are they gonna go?
He doesn't understand you.
I make a finger guns
he
motion
does
and I
understand.
slot them away to his
Don't
side.
forget, you paid a lot of money for him to get some language lessons.
Oh yeah.
Online English tutor.
Yeah, basically.
I'm going to move over there. I'm going to have my rapier close to this guy's throat.
All right. He's very. He's not really. He's very nonplussed. He's not. While you see that he's being cautious, he's aware of you, but he's not letting it affect him. And he takes a seat at the table, and he kind of steeples his hands in front of him, and he says, "Well, that man over there," and he points to the corpse in this direction, if my pointer would work, where you killed Ozymandias. He says, "That man over there hired me to help train his troops, his guards, to help protect against pirates. Unfortunately, I had barely taken the job when these asshole pirates attacked the Abbey and killed most of the people here. We retreated down here after they tried to burn it and left it a ruined husk above ground. You saw this, yes, on your way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, because we had no way of leaving the island, we were trying to figure out a way of getting a message, or at least not we, but these priests were trying to get a message to their superiors. And they ran out of ideas. They tried to send birds and all kinds of weird things, and their god was apparently not gifting them the correct spells to communicate over such long distances.
Who is
So
their
we
god?
were stuck. And
Insane god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figures.
there is Dune. You hear the man next to you whisper, "He of eternal darkness."
That doesn't help me.
Do you know why the pirates attacked you?
Bayleaf shrugs and he says, "I assume for the treasures in this place, not that there is much left. They took what they could, and left the rest of us for dead beneath the rubble." What will you do with us now?
Wait, Bayleaf, how did you end up in company with these pirates? Like protection or something?
They hired me to train their guards.
The pirates didn't hire him. The priest did.
The priests, yes.
Train them to do what?
To fight.
Wait, are you a fighter?
I am many things. A jack of all
Okay.
trades. I can see that by the one over there, the kitty cat, yes? She too carries her instruments of her trade. And he says, "My instrument is sitting in my bedroom. I play the lyre."
Oh, okay.
Do you know of the elven tradition? The blade song?
No, can't believe I have. More of a drums kind of guy.
Anybody
Do
who
I?
wants to make a history check may do so.
This is where I failed miserably, right?
Before this history check, I'm going to roll it now, but do I believe what he's saying?
You can give me an insight check.
I don't know diddly.
That makes sense. I'm a brain.
You think he's telling the truth, and Carolus, you also think he's telling the truth. You do not detect any subterfuge. You feel he's being dead honest.
Full
Yeah.
Huh.
With those history rolls, Xerxes and Siren, there's not a lot that you know. You have no idea how it works, but you know that the elves have a very particular martial training, or should I say some elves receive this martial training, where they combine magic and swordsmanship and songs or music in a very intricate dance, if you will, that makes them deadly fighters. They harness these magics both for offensive and defensive abilities.
Ah, you are an inspiration indeed.
And he says, so yes, my main job here was the training of these people. Not that the louts would listen to me, they just kept on looking at that big oaf over there, that big piece of meat that you killed at the door. I don't know why.
Now, can I ask now, Odium, and how do you fit in?
And he says, I was a traveling cleric. I came here from the mainland with the hopes of reading some of the most secret histories of this place. And unfortunately, I was caught here as well by these pirate scum who attacked the Abbey.
Okay. Is there anyone else downstairs or in this temple besides you two?
They honestly answer you, and they say there are nobody else here. But Bayleaf says, you may take whatever you want from this place. I only ask that you leave me my possessions. There are not many. They are in the room back there. There is a pair of boots, some coin, a couple of scrolls.
Hey, Bayleaf, Odium, any secret rooms in here that we should know about? You know, like where they keep the extra secret special sauce.
Good stuff.
Make
Yeah.
perception rolls for me quickly, please.
Perception.
What rolls?
Perception.
Where are we perceiving him?
You're perceiving... I'll tell you what you're perceiving.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Heck yeah.
Wow. Really? 19, 21, 24. Okay, 14, 4.
Tell me what my human eyes
I don't
see.
have to roll.
Our eyes are revitalized.
Roll, you
of
can't do
dying
worse than me.
twice.
Yeah.
All right. So you notice a furtive glance from Odium, looking at the corpse of Ozymandias, and you see that golden chain that was, like I say, sort of like draped itself across his chest over his wounds. It's sort of tarnished now by the blood and the burn. And you see Bayleaf watching Odium for a second, and tracking his gaze to the corpse, and he says, "Before Ozymandias took power here, this was before the pirates came. I was actually hired by his predecessor, yes, the overseer of this abbey. And the overseer did share a secret with me, but I would make a bargain with you. If you spare my life, I do not care about the priest over there, but if you spare my life and let me walk away from here with my things, I will tell you this secret."
How nice.
So I'll say, what would you, if we were to let you live, where would you go? Like, what would you do with your life? Like,
Any
what is-
other fucking place. Anywhere where I can use my sword or my song to earn a coin.
No.
Do I get the impression that this is like a somewhat decent human being? He's not some trailer park trash
He's a freelancer.
type person.
I think he's just a mercenary.
So weird insight coming from Xerxes.
I just want to know, like, if I can trust him, and like if we could potentially leverage to his skills at some point.
His whole demeanor is that, Richard pretty much pegged it. His whole demeanor is that of a mercenary. As long as he's paid well, he doesn't mind what job he does.
I'll ask him, what is your rate per day?
My rate per day, you say? I don't think I've
Yes.
ever had a contract with a daily rate like that. Usually it's, a few hundred gold here and there. I stay until I'm no longer needed, until, the women get boring, the songs
How about
get
1
boring.
gold per day?
Yeah, what? What? Hey. How much gold per day? I don't know.
I say 1 gold per day.
1 gold? No, this sounds too small.
Okay.
A man of my obvious tastes needs a little bit more than that, yes?
What would you think your rate per day would be?
No less than 5 gold a day.
5 is too much. I'd say 3.
Make a persuasion roll. Contested by his persuasion roll.
Can anybody help me on this?
Persuasion. Yeah.
Unless
I can. Yeah.
I also want to persuade.
I have a +10 on persuasion.
Holy
Should I
shit.
say you said you? I'm going to add and also hopefully roll as well if I can.
Mm-hmm.
To say,
Okay.
you spoke as if you did not have that many possessions. How would someone of a caliber of wanting 5 gold per day have such measly possessions?
Keep in mind, my quarters were upstairs, and the filthy fucking pirates took most of the things, except for the few things I secreted upon my person.
I can.
So,
agree with Bailey.
most of my possessions are in the possession of the pirates.
Mhm.
Do I have advantage or not? That's what I need to
Yeah,
know.
you can.
Yeah, if somebody's giving you
I'm helping.
assistance.
I'm like,
Kitty, help me.
Am I
Yes.
allowed to roll as well?
Yeah, you can roll.
Oh, for Crete's sake.
I'll give advantage to.
There
Oh,
we
never
go.
mind. Guess you don't.
Okay,
Fine.
just to share it with you guys.
oh, you.
He says, I could work for 3, as long as there's some accommodation, some alcohol, these kinds of things.
Some girls.
Some girls, yes. Many girls, I don't know.
I think we have a boy.
And he
Which is
says,
important.
why? Are you offering your services to me, kitty cat
No.
lady? I don't think I have ever tasted your particular
No,
vintage before.
no,
but then-
No,
Talking like that is going to get you killed quicker than paid.
no. I like back away. Like,
he grins
They're puffed.
wolfishly.
no, no, no. walks upstairs. No. No. I'm just kidding.
Put it up.
My sword lights up.
But he says, no, in all seriousness, no. Though I will gladly, if you were to employ me, I would gladly tell you the secrets of this place. If you take me off this island and I work for you, I am amenable to this thing.
I would say very well split it out then.
Cool. If he wants, I will hire him as my own personal bodyguard.
Your personal bodyguard, sir? This is an interesting development for sure. Sure. Okay, you promise. You give me your word, yes? I live.
The chef will be.
We don't give a shit about the priest.
I'll put you on trial for a 10-day period.
10 days. 10 days. This will work. This 10 days is enough time to maybe find a port. Yes. If the arrangement does not work for both of us, I can go my way. You give me your word, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I am not some sort of indentured slave or something to that effect.
Nope.
I am free to go or break the contract at any point.
After 10 days.
After 10 days. 10-day trial.
Why are we hiring a mercenary?
I'm hiring a mercenary.
Why are you hiring a mercenary?
He wants to use it.
To protect me from you.
What? I click my fingers trying to unheal him.
I don't think it works that way.
I'm going to say to Odium, and what of you? You've been awfully quiet.
He says, that backstabbing elf. He says, I do not know the secrets of this place. I'm a visiting cleric to this stupid abbey. I wish to the Dark One that I had never come here. But I can show you some valuable texts that were left in this place that we managed to salvage. Will this buy me passage off of this godforsaken island?
Maybe.
So let's have a look then.
It's that, or you could see yourself as the new high priest of this temple, and we leave you here.
So, are you allowing him to stand up, Xerxes?
Was he on his knees? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he was still on his knees through all of this. So he leads you into this room over here. And you can see this room has got like several small statues and figurines. Most of them are like dogs and horses. There's some that look like monks or pilgrims and footmen and knights on horseback. All kinds of weird little things. Even some garden gnomes are shoved in there. All the statues are between 1 and 3 feet tall. Standing against the northern wall are 2 life-size statues, however. One is a robed skeleton holding a large scythe, and the other is that of a Medusa. On the floor in front of these statues, you can see there's like a pallet that's been made of like several like really yucky-looking, stinking blankets. And Odium moves very carefully over to the statue of the Medusa. And you see him kneeling down, and he manipulates something. What is your passive perception, Xerxes?
Mine is really low. 10.
10, okay. So you can't quite see.
Me, and his is 13.
Yeah, Bims will also not see it. But he manipulates something in like a small cubby, if you will. Like a hollow part of the base that this Medusa is sitting on actually like pops out. And you can see him hauling out several scrolls, as well as a gilded tome. And he says to you, I do not know if you read Aquan and Infernal, but this is a tome of dark ritual incantations.
Ooh, I know what I can do with that.
It is worth money, yes. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. Let me check quickly. I just want to see something. No, shit, I'm clicking on all the O's. Fucking clicking on Oceanus instead of Odium.
For him manipulating those statues in that way, we might not have found any of this. So I'm feeling somewhat more inclined to keep him alive.
Make a perception check for me, Xerxes. And if Bims is with you, you can give a perception check with him as well.
Perception.
Yeah, you don't notice anything else. Bims also doesn't see anything. But Odium moves towards you and hands you this book and these 2 scrolls. I'm going to drop it into the party inventory if Fantasy Grounds would cooperate with me. It's like blanking out. Ah, there we go. It was just taking its sweet ass time.
Do we know what god Odium serves?
Therisdun.
Yes, I know.
And what temple was this before it got burned down and ransacked?
You do not know. You did find that piece of burnt altar. Yeah. That had the symbol, and I think, was it Byron?
Yeah.
You identified it as Therisdun last week.
Yeah. I shout out over to Odium. Hey Odium, is serving your god working out for you? Like, let's be real.
Oh no.
He says it has not been the most what is the correct word? The most peaceful of pilgrimages to this place. No.
No, I wouldn't think so. Tell me, why do you serve him?
In a word, maybe 2 words: power and fear.
You're afraid of him?
To the death.
Well,
And beyond.
you know, you could convert over to as a cleric of our order.
No.
And our god is very powerful.
No. You need to be quiet now. You need to be quiet now.
Would it be our god?
Let me see. How do I explain this to one of your abilities? Yes. Do you know what a Gias is?
Yes, I do actually.
Well,
I know what that is.
make a religion check.
Okay.
I'm gonna check as well.
A Gaius or a Gaius, I think some people refer to it as. Yeah, you would recognize it. Corollas, you are not initiated in any kind of holy mysteries of this sort.
For shits and giggles.
But
God damn it.
apparently, Carcarius, you are not familiar with it. You've heard of it, but you don't know what it entails.
I can't remember what. Like I heard it when I was like 5, and I can't remember.
But Odium tries to explain it to you. He says, imagine a compulsion that is placed upon you. A compulsion so strong that to strive against it would kill you.
Oh man, that sounds terrible. Can I cast Dispel Magic on him?
You can.
Alright. I say, look, tell you what, if I can get rid of this Gaius, would you consider, seeking protection?
Are you this powerful? Can you do it?
Well, no, not me, but my god is just lends so much power.
Okay. Well, let's try this shit.
Alright,
please just link the spell magic for me quickly, so I don't need to try and find
sure.
it.
I think
Because I remember right, it's.
There we go. Oh, that's Call Lightning. Hold on.
I cast the spell magic. That was funny. Alright, so the spell magic. Do one creature, object, magical effect. It automatically ends. For each spell of 4th or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC. Okay, so make wisdom check for me, please.
A wisdom check.
Yeah.
Well, just a straight wisdom.
Straight
ability,
wisdom.
bro. Oh, okay. I just say to, so I'm saying to him like, so if I can get rid of this Gaius, would you consider, obviously my god must be pretty powerful. It's worthy following her.
I will definitely consider this.
I suggest you
free me
consider
of
it
these
strongly.
shackles. I will consider it very strongly.
I would say touch yourself and give yourself
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I want to see how much I believe that this guy may actually follow Osprey.
You feel that he's actually being kind of sincere about it, Carcarius.
Okay.
However, Cyan,
Yeah.
You start intoning your prayer, asking for Ostrom to dispel whatever magic is on you, and you feel like you're making headway for just a moment. And then in the next moment, something strange happens. You lose your eyesight.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I as I'm casting the spell, I kind of like turn around and face the other way. I'm like, okay, guys, don't panic. But I'm
Everybody
blind.
else, you can see these. It's not shadows. It's like dark glimmers of black energy that are just cascading out of his eyes at this point.
Oh wow.
Okay, guys, I can't see anything. I'm.
I'm gonna say Glacia could help you with that.
I don't think so. Don't get your. No, I don't think so.
I need somebody to roll me a d10, please.
Me.
Okay, roll it.
Oh, it's too slow.
I'm not seeing anything happening.
Yeah, I'm seeing the dice frozen.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Carcarius, you had the winning roll. Byron, for the next 2 days, you are blind.
Take Xerxes one.
Oh my god. Guys, I can't see anything. How's my hearing? Has it gone super?
No, your hearing is
Oh, if
normal.
it did, I would have snapped next to your ear.
Why couldn't it have been his voice?
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm blind. I cannot see anything. But on the good side, my hearing has improved by tenfold. My sense of touch is extreme. I
I'm
feel
gonna-
like I'm one with the room.
I'm gonna cast thunder like right next to him. Shatter.
And in this hubbub of stuff that's happening around him, you see old Odium sits standing there, and he says, "This is why I cannot leave.
Because you'll go blind?
Tara's Dune is too powerful. No, for you were lucky it was just blindness. For me, it would be death.
Oh man, I'm so
I must
sorry.
return to my superiors."
Alright, but don't go telling them about us, please.
Look, if you are traveling with us, I may be able to attempt something on the boat, but I'll only be able to attempt it tomorrow.
Truly?
I can at least attempt something, yes.
If you take me with you, and this opportunity is still available, I will take it.
3 blind mice.
Well, actually, yeah. While I'm giving him this, like, I'm sort of thinking to myself, would I know if a remove curse would work on this?
That is an interesting question. Let me read the wording of the spell.
Do you need me to look it or you got it?
I also want some to do something easy.
Creature. Interesting. A remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell may end it.
Oh, wish spell.
Wish can basically do almost anything.
Yeah.
Yes, but I won't
Which
waste
can
it
turn
on
you
him.
into a T-Rex.
I won't waste it on him.
So.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
What know you of Glacia and her followers?
God.
You speak of the demoness. I know of her, but we do not have any dealings with her kind. They are competition.
Okay, I'm gonna say, are you 100% sure that there is nothing? Well, I suppose let's first look around. Never mind. I want to investigate this whole place and find all the valuable stuff and search the bodies and whatever.
I'm gonna chat with Bayleaf and say, "Get me the thing and show me the play."
I want to do it a point when I'll go with Xerxes, and when we're out of earshot of everyone, just gonna sort of grab his shoulder. My eyes are gonna glow. I'm just gonna say, if you ever decide that your lust for wealth or life is more important than this party again, we may come to head.
I say,
And I'll
what do
leave
you
him at that.
Oh dang.
I say,
And
what do you
Cyan saw nothing of this.
Wait, that guy's body's missing. I wanted to cast Cure the Dying on him. Spare the Dying.
I'm still talking to this dude.
Oh, sorry.
The fireballs are reckless.
You were dead. You were unconscious. What are you talking about?
I wasn't the first time.
I'm gonna say, if it wasn't for me casting both of those fireballs, you would be dead for certain. So I feel like you should actually be thanking me.
Yeah, but you did that more for death than trying to save a fellow member of your party.
You know nothing of what goes on in my head. Can you for certainty say that without me, and I don't know if I can use actual numbers here, without me doing 400 damage odd to all of these guys, that we would still be standing here right now?
I can't, but it is still reckless.
No.
At least give a warning first.
I completely disagree. You know that I have Fireball. I think you need to play around that going forward. I did what was best for the party, and if you can't see that, then that is unfortunate.
I think we'll have to agree to disagree for now.
Technically, did he know that you had Fireball?
Because that was the first time he used
Yep.
it.
Pretty much. I think it was pretty much a surprise. Anyway, listen, guys. Before we start raiding the rooms, I see it is 4 minutes past 8. I think we should take a short little break. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Be back by, say, 1:15. If not before, I'll put a ready check in. Folks that are on the stream or listening to us, we will be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. We are still in the Abbey, being led around by the nose by some people. No, joking. So we're going to cut back momentarily to Bayleaf and Beirut. And Bayleaf is sticking out his hand and he says, I will swear my service to you. You will be my patron for the next 10 days.
At a minimum.
At the minimum. Yes, that one.
Okay.
And he's shake.
Let's shake his hand.
And he says, come, I will show you.
Okay, but I just need to do something before we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting the last spell on my list.
Which means I need to open it up, you asshole.
You know, we could just pretend that we don't know what you're doing.
You're casting that as a spell, eh?
Yeah.
Alright. And then?
And I will instruct it to go grab a chair and take it to Cyan.
Okay.
And I will tell Cyan, there's a chair behind you, have a seat.
I feel behind me. Oh, thank you, Beirut. That's so kind of you.
I'm going to make a whoopee cushion appear on the chair with prestidigitation.
And then I will instruct it to caress his head while we're gone.
Oh, Beirut, that's so nice. I didn't know you were so tender.
Have you just created the fantasy version of a massage chair?
And I assume all of us just like peel off into the various rooms to search. So we just leave Cyan on the chair.
He looks very, very disturbed. So I'm just helping him on. So now Bayleaf and I can carry on with our business.
Oh, thank you, Beirut. Your hands are so soft.
Alright.
I'm gonna run away from that.
Just to give you an idea, it's the same feeling you got when we were standing in court by the, what was it, the Duke?
The Duke, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's what you're feeling right now.
Alright.
I'll just sit back and relax and try breathe calmly.
So Bayleaf is going to lead you, Beyru. Just so that you guys, if you want, you can split up and search your room individually. It might help it go a little bit faster. Bayleaf leads you into here. Who's going where?
Carcarius and I are together with Odium, aren't we?
Oh, Carcarius
Oh, wait,
is running
not
to the
with
other
anymore.
side. So Odium leads you into here.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that
I
reminds
would
me.
have come with you at a point to have that chat, and then I would have peeled off.
So where are you going to, Ellen? I'll get you now, Neville.
I'll go there, I guess.
Alright. Are you taking Odium with you?
Might as well.
Well, he's pretty much resigned to the fact that he can't actually fucking go anywhere. And Oceanus has still got a crossbow aimed at him. So Cyan, you are just sitting there at the table.
Yeah, totally. Just like praying and like enjoying the massage.
And Siren? Oh, okay, Neville, I see what you've done.
I can search.
Where are you searching?
I don't know what room is available.
There's stuff all around you. Huh? Sorry, this is weird. Why is this? There's a room, for pity's sake, up here. And there are 2 rooms on the other side of the hall, over here somewhere. You go into there. Alright. You open the door and step inside. I just want to check on the stream. What can people see?
And are confronted by spiders.
Oh no. I'll rage quit.
Rage stomp, it works better.
Alright. So I'm going to start off with Beyru and Bayleaf. Wow, that's not confusing at all. So you can see in this room, Beyru, it's been cleared of all of the debris, and it looks like somebody, probably one of those disciples, had recently been scrubbing in here, because you can see there are spots on the floor. It's all soot covered and stained, but you can see somebody's been trying to scrub, and you can see like this coarse hog's hair brush and a bucket off in one corner. You can also see that 3 of the walls are heavily curtained with draperies of thick black velvet. And the pattern on these draperies is somewhat mesmerizing. Similar to the spiral patterns that you've seen like on that medallion and on that table above ground. You see these spirals are flowing all along these curtains, flowing into each other almost. It's mesmerizing. It's almost unsettling to look at it for too long. You can also see that the eastern wall is decorated with a horrible mural depicting a red dragon devouring sheep. Near the west wall is a stone table on which a large iron brazier, fuck, my brain always does that, burns. The table has been scrubbed and scoured, but it has many odd discolorations and scorch marks on it. You can also see a half-melted statue and 2 badly damaged candlesticks sitting beside this brazier. And Bayleaf says to you, the priests would come here to meditate and do their funny ritual things, yes? Those items on the altar over there are valuable. They are metal, they are silver, they are gold. They're worth a little bit of the money, but this is not the greatest treasure. No. And he leads you over to a wall over here, and he draws back the curtain. Like very gingerly at first. But he says, the overseer of this place told me this in case I needed to know. This is something he mentioned. He called it the Winding Way. He said there was great treasure hidden in here, the true treasure that they kept hidden from the pirates. You see, these priests are not what you say honest. and they skimmed a little off the top with all their dealings with the pirates. The pirates would bring their loot here, the priests would make it seem legit and send it to the mainland in faraway temples to be sold off and money be sent back to the pirates. It was a good con while it was going, but the pirates got wind of it and then came to slaughter them all. And that is when I happened to be here. Boy, do I know how to pick my employers. Please tell me there is less danger like this if I work for you.
Yeah. You'll just help protect me. We'll kill things. Most important is keep Cyan away from me. That's all.
So he basically manipulates a thing over here, and you can actually see a section of this stone wall slide back and to the side, and a passage opens. And that's where I'm going to pause with you for now. Carolus, in this room, this seems to be some sort of barracks, because you can see there's like 3 crude pallets lying on the floor. There's a huge iron kettle standing in the center of the chamber. In the northeastern corner, in other words, this one, you can see there's a jumbled pile of broken lumber. Most of these pallets are like pretty rough. They're just like rags stuffed inside flour sacks to make like crude mattresses. However, you do notice a few things, potentially. Let me just check. Give me a perception roll, please, Carolus.
Okay. Oh, damn it.
You don't notice anything. Other than
Such a build-up.
Other than the lumber standing in the corner. Would you like to do anything else while you're in here?
That kettle in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
is it filled with something?
Yes. It is filled with ash and charcoal. You assume this was just used for warming purposes, because it is pretty chilly down here.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nah, I wanted to break one of the planks on the floor.
Break one of the planks. So you move over to the corner where you see all that lumber, and you pick up one plank to just break it for the fun of it, and you see what appears to be a short sword. You start digging around a little bit more, and you find an entire cache of weapons and even some armor and some shields hidden underneath this lumber. In total, there are 20 arrows, 1 set of chainmail, 3 daggers, 2 shields, 1 short bow, 2 short swords, and 5 spears.
Do they look
They look decent.
decent?
Mm-hmm. I've dropped it into the party inventory.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk out.
Just arms
bunch of
full.
weapons.
Awesome. All right, which brings us to the next chamber. Which one are you actually going into? That one, that door that you're standing next to, Richard?
Yeah, so I'll go into this one.
All right. So, having a look around here, you can see empty weapon racks and several empty bins and shelves lining the walls. On the floor, you can see a bedroll of 3 blankets next to a pair of really shiny leather boots. From what you heard Bayleaf saying before, you know that this is actually Bayleaf's room. And this is his own, like, personal... Those are his boots, basically.
Was he barefoot outside?
No, he wasn't. He was wearing slightly less nice boots. But give me a perception check, please.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a net 20 for a 25. So, you wander around, you look at the boots, but you're not really interested in the boots at this point. I mean, they're shiny, they look well made.
I just test the shoe size to mine.
They are smaller. They are smaller. Remember, elves are generally slighter of build. But how you do find that next to the bed there is a stone that you step on that kind of wobbles, and it seems to be loose. You pry it up, and you find a couple of things. You find 2 spell scrolls. You also find a leather pouch, which you open, and you find 75 gold pieces in there, as well as a pair of ruby earrings that would look like they might be worth quite a bit. But you also know this is Bayleaf's property.
Okay, so this is his stash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, this was his room, so...
Yeah. Well, you never know. It could have been some other priestly dude that hid it there and he just didn't know it was there.
So are you taking it? Leaving it?
Yeah, I'll put everything into the little pouch with the gold and take it for now.
Alright, cool. I'll drag that into the what's the name? Alright, next up. Sorry guys if you're hearing a
Can't
talk
even
about
trust the cleric.
I was going to keep it. I'm taking it for now.
Oh, Neville, by the way, sorry, before I get to you, Alan, would you have taken that half-melted statue in that?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, I will drop it into there as well. It's not worth a whole bunch. The candlesticks are worth like 10 gold pieces each, and the chunk of melted silver is worth like 20 gold pieces. You can't even tell what it was before it was melted.
I've got no affiliation to this deity, so I have no issue.
Xerxes, in the room that you're in, you see several large bookcases leaning against the walls. The room is quite cold. You also see a high chair and a scribe's desk sitting to the right of the door. The bookcases are loaded with books and scrolls. You can also see 4 bedrolls that are stacked neatly in the corner. You don't see any sort of place to light fire in here. With your scholarly background, you assume it was to protect the documents in here. What would you like to do?
Well, can I see everything in here? Do I have to roll for anything? But essentially, I want to take the scrolls. I want to take what's important.
Well, having a look through it, you can see most of the books and scrolls are just bookkeeping documents. However, on one of the shelves, you see a set of 5 books bound in sky blue leather and trimmed in copper. And as your hand reaches out towards them, there's almost a sinister feeling. Sinister to what's sinister to others feels kind of comfortable to you, I assume. But you can see that these tomes are old. Lifting one, you can see the pages are very thin and very fragile. Looking through it, you see that you can read it. It's written in an older tongue, but it's still common. Or it's not tongue, like a dialect. And they basically, these are books, ancient books describing procedures and details for several evil rites and ceremonies. The books make pretty grim and harrowing reading, even for you.
That's really cool. I want it.
And yeah, you can decide what you want to do with it. I will drop it into... We'll drop them into the inventory, the party inventory. There is also that scribe's desk. Going over to it, you test it out, and it is locked. You might need to ask somebody's assistance to open it.
Okay, cool.
Mickey. Siren is in a chamber that appropriately reeks of wine. You can see several small kegs are scattered everywhere, and a floor-to-ceiling wine rack filled with bottles dominates the southern wall. A crudely made pallet of rags and sacks covers the center of this room. You go digging around in here, searching carefully, and near that foul-smelling pallet, you find a pouch containing 25 gold pieces and a fairly ornate dagger with a laminated whalebone handle and scabbard that you figure is worth about 50 gold pieces. Your curiosity for alcohol gets the better of you, and you investigate some of the kegs, and in one of them you find a suit of studded leather armor that has been carefully put in this very dry keg, as well as a pair of sturdy leather boots.
Nice.
I will drop those items in the inventory as well. Sorry, there's like a crap ton of stuff down here. Okay, Carolus is running out with all the weapons in his arms. Alright. Ooh, oh. I was like, what magic is being cast here? Alright. So, Beirut. Or what are you guys all doing? There's still a couple of rooms.
Check out that one.
Want to check out that one? Who's going to go and check out the other room?
I want to check out the bodies of this oafish Ogman dude and what's his face.
Alright.
I'm going to tune Bayleaf to go and grab his stuff. And then I'm going to go to Cyan, and I want to move Cyan. I want to move Cyan and his chair and his helper to that corner there.
Okay.
Wait, no. Where's everyone going? What's happening? It's so quiet.
No. We're just moving you to a closer spot to where we're going to be.
Wait, where are you going?
We're busy searching around here.
Wait, take me with you. I've got some rope. I've tied some rope around my waist that I found like through field in my backpack, and I hold the rope, the string in front of me. Take me with, please.
I conjured you your own personal masseuse. Be happy.
The masseuse can come with.
No.
He wants to be a pet.
Please take me with you. This is very scary. It's dark and it smells funny in here.
When we start moving around, we will. But currently, we're searching through all the rooms. There's nothing you can do.
Well, where am I at the moment?
Actually,
Well, you
know
walk
what?
back into the main common room.
Hold on. He held out the rope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Gordon. I'm going to instruct it to wrap it around him in the chair.
Does
I
that
wanted
thing
to
have a
like
stat?
walk around with them.
Can I resist that?
Not really.
Yes, you can. Make me... What? Fuck, I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know if that thing has stats. Let me see.
That's.
Do you have the stats at hand?
Armor class 10, 1 hit point, strength of 2.
Yeah, I think I resist.
Yeah, make me contested strength checks.
Okay.
Okay, so strength of 2. Oh, that's
Minus a shit ton.
minus 4, I think.
Yeah. Minus 2. Yeah, Cyan pulls it away from the thing with no problems.
Yeah, I kind of swats it away, and I'm like walking forward now blindly. Please take me with. I don't want to be alone.
Okay, I tried, guys. That's it. And I'll pull my friend back with me. Not Cyan, my
Very good.
servant.
I can go to Cyan and just take the rope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
While
thank
it's
you.
around
Who
his
is this?
waist.
That's cute.
Who is this? Thank you.
I'm just not gonna say anything. Just walk away with dragging him away with the rope.
Fantastic. Alright,
Okay,
hold on. Let me get my thoughts straight here. So Xerxes, you want to check out Augment.
Yeah.
Alright, so you walk over to Ogman's body, and I mean, he is just one big ass fucking bear of a man. But you see that he's carrying a spear and a fairly good quality shield in his other, well, on the ground now. You can see he's wearing some studded leather, but there's nothing of any wealth to him, if we can put it that way.
Okay.
You don't find any coin pouches or shit like that.
Okay, then I'll walk to this dude, and then where's Beirut? If I see him on the way, or I would have seen him through the door, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm just gonna shout, "Hey Beirut, top right hand corner. There's a scribe's desk. Needs someone with some dexterous fingers."
There's a desk that needs some persuading. All right.
Then I'll tell Bailey to grab his shit and meet me back in this room, and I will head off towards that room.
Bailey goes to his room. He's like, "What the shit? Where's my stuff? Who got it? Come on, one of you bastards took it. Come on now. We're supposed to be friends now. Yes, where's it? Where's my stuff?"
If I hear him, I was like, "Oh, here, you need to hide it better."
And you see, he takes off his shitty boots and he puts on the nice boots. And yeah. Oh, I don't remember what there was.
Coin pouch, the ruby earrings, and the scrolls.
Yeah, Phantasmal Force and Silent Image.
Okay, so you're giving him back his coin and the rubies there?
Yeah, the ruby earrings are in the coin pouch.
Yeah, I just want to...
Doesn't have a weapon and an instrument?
I need to do maths. Hold on. My brain doesn't want to work. What's 127 minus 75? Lot.
Yes.
52.
52.
Okay. And there was Phantasmal Force and Silent Image.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, and you can put that fancy looking shield and studded leather into the party sheet from Ogmund. I'm gonna leave this there on the floor.
I will put it in. I'm actually trying to see. Yes. It is. The medallion is now in the party inventory. I'm going to read it for you, however, if it will actually fucking open.
Is that the medallion that what's his name was wearing?
Ozymandias.
I picked that up on our way to this room because he was most looking.
Okay, well,
over
it
at
is in the party inventory. But basically, that medallion you can see is this golden disc that's inscribed with that same kind of complex geometric design with the spirals. Okay. And then you're going off to that room, but Richard isn't there. Who's checking out the kitchen? Mickey, will you check out the kitchen? Since you were right next door to it. Okay, let me tell you what's in the kitchen. You see a large cauldron filled with smoldering charcoal, still burning in the center of the room. There's lots of cookware and seasonings resting on the floor. There's also an ornate scroll tube sitting on a shelf. The room is fairly clean, but the air is humid and greasy. You see a large tub of dirty water stands in the corner, surrounded by dirty dishes. What would you like to do?
I have no idea.
You just have to take these boots of striding and springing out of the party sheet as well.
Oh yes, Mr. What's his name would have put those on his feet.
Is that all that's in the kitchen?
That is all that's in the kitchen.
Dirty dishes, the cauldron.
And yeah, that scroll, that ornate looking scroll tube.
Yeah, let's go to the scroll.
So going to the scroll tube, you think this is now the best treasure ever. Beirut is going to love you. Next to a bunch of spices and things, the scroll has a bunch of simple recipes for things like flatbread, fish stew, seagull loaf.
Ooh, seagull loaf.
Yep. You definitely think it's going to add to the palate of the crew.
Beirut, found you something. I think you'll like it.
Then in those quarters that you're in, Richard, that is Ozymandias's quarters. You see this room is full of kegs and bags and boxes. You can see a rough cot in one corner and a great deal of clutter everywhere. Except for the cot, this appears to be nothing more than a disorganized storage room. However, are you going to look around at all? Richard?
Hello?
Are you muted?
Nope. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there. Yeah, I wasn't muted, but it wasn't coming through, so I just muted and unmuted myself.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look around.
Alright, so poking around, you can find like a couple of kegs of corned beef and pork. You see like lots of bags of beans and rice and flour. You take it that they basically all the food and stuff that they salvaged was being kept in this place. You also find a bunch of gardening tools, a keg of nails, some carpentry tools, like saws and hammers and planes and so forth. You find 3 lanterns, 10 flasks of oil, 2 50-foot coils of rope, 20 torches, and 2 10-foot wooden poles. Give me an investigation check as well, please. Okay. Looking underneath the cot, you find 4 very fancy crystal decanters. But you see that there's something like jiggling and loose and tinking on the inside of it. And when you open it, you find 4 potions of healing. And, well, those decanters themselves are worth around 20 gold pieces each.
Pocketing the potions of healing, thinking to myself, I'm probably gonna need these.
Well, they are in the party inventory at the moment. Yeah, and that is what you find in here. Beirut goes and plants his ass on top of my pin. So yeah, you notice the books and things, and yeah, as well, you can see one shelf is now empty. You immediately take note of the scribe's desk just to the side of the door. And if you want, you can... Are you investigating it for traps, or...?
Yep, let's go have a squiz.
So roll an investigation check for me.
Yeah, I just need to move the stupid map out of the way so it's not covering my tabs. Investigation. Hey, you finished moving all the healing stuff.
Roll your investigation.
Ah, shibbit. Rolled up a 20.
You do not think that it is trapped.
Yeah.
Would you like to try and pick the lock?
Yeah, why not?
Give me a dex check and add your proficiency bonus.
I think it works out the same as a sleight of hand for me.
Whichever.
Let's just see a prof +3, dex +3. Yeah, so it's the same as my sleight of hand. Can I just roll that?
You can.
Doing the modifications.
Go for it.
Oh, freak.
Ting, 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 ting. Nope, you can't get it open.
Can I try again?
Yeah, if you want to spend a bit more time while the others are doing stuff. I'll say eventually you will probably get it right. So give me one more roll.
Help with dexterity.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
12 is what you needed. So in here you find a couple of scrolls. They are... A fancy decanter is a fancy jug, if you will.
It's just a jug.
It's just a jug. But these ones are like crystal. Made out of crystal. So they're worth a fair amount. You also find 2 vials of rare ink. That are worth about 25 gold pieces each.
What I'm finding.
Yep. You find 2 scrolls and these 2 vials of ink.
Okay, and what are the scrolls?
You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know?
You do not know this magic.
I do not know this magic at all. Who's here with me?
I came with
Xerxes.
you.
Xerxes, do you know what this stuff is?
Make an
Can I
arcana
have a
check.
look in?
Yeah.
Sure. Arcana. Oh my god, it went from a 17 to a 1.
This is bullshit. You don't know what's on these scrolls. But you know what it looks like. It looks like clerical bullshit. And
Yeah.
not like administrative staff bullshit, as in holy bullshit. Holy shit.
Anything else in there?
No. That's it.
Okay, these 2 scrolls and 2 ink pots,
Correct.
and that's it.
Yep.
Well, we'll take the ink pots. I'll turn to Xerxes and say, should we bother taking these scroll things with us? What?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out one day. I think it's definitely worthwhile to take them.
Okay, cool. All yours.
I have already dropped it into the party.
When you finish looking around, meet me in the lower left room.
Well, you guys are pretty much... What are
I'm
you
already
doing
done.
with Bayleaf and Odium?
Okay, well, cool. I'm going to go into this room. I'm going to suggest to everybody come. Let's have a little bit of a rest before we continue. I found a nice little passageway to go and investigate.
Okay.
Oh, we've checked this, right? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the kitchen.
that's the kitchen. That is the kitchen.
Cyan, would you like to take a seat? While we rest up.
I was about to say, I think I'm locked. I was locked in the room.
Oh yes, I hadn't unlocked it.
Yeah, sure. We taking a rest. I've got some wine. We can take it's a little sip of. And I rummage in my bag, reaching around for the wine
I've
skin.
got a room full of wine.
Please
Hold
tell
on a
me you have
second.
like another skin that's filled up with something other than wine that you don't know the difference between the two.
It would be holy water.
Which would be fine for
Maybe
most
if
of
there's
you.
something I can put in his wine.
Yeah, I'm going to, as soon as he takes a sip of something, I'm going to make it taste like, I don't know, like really, really, really sweet.
Okay.
Like to the point where you like pull an eye, like sour.
So
So
sour.
It's so sweet
Powerade
it's sour.
concentrate. So like Powerade concentrate.
Interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm assuming I've pulled out the wine bag then.
But to you it tastes sickly sweet.
This is really what's it called? Matured, distilled, fermented. Does anybody want some? And I kind of just gesture wildly in all the directions.
Okay, I'm gonna rest up for my short. I take it we're taking a short rest, right?
Alright. Well, you guys have an option. You can either take a short rest or a long rest. It is up to you guys. What would you like to do?
Can I suggest before we do a long rest, what is the time? And also, can we look to see if our ship is still fine and isn't fighting pirates?
The ship should be fine. We got here at night because we'd been traveling all
Yeah.
day, so a long rest might be a good idea.
Yeah, it is
I mean,
night time.
I don't know if we'll be able to see the ship from where we are.
Well, if it's nighttime and there was fighting, we would see some sort of fire, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you could
go up
take a
quick and have a
flight
look.
up. and
Yeah,
have a
I
look.
want to have a gander. I'll fly up above the thing if I need to, above the temple.
Alright, so you could also send Bims to down to the beach to see if everything's still alright there, because he can just fly over the dunes as well, and he's quite fast. And you can always cast haste on him. Oh no, do you have haste? I don't think so.
I wanted to get it. So it's on the list.
No, awesome. So, not to belabor it, but yeah, you basically go up, try to have a look down towards the beach. You don't see your ship at all, but you can see there is a campfire on the beach. But the light is so small, you know that it's probably just the Marines that you left there to guard the beach. You think if there was any kind of trouble, they probably would not light a fire.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then another thing, Gordon, over the next 10 day, with Bayleaf, I'm going to be observing him.
Okay, cool. Got it. Alright, so I'm instituting a long rest.
Yo.
And it is done.
All around the campfire, and I wake up the next morning. From now on, everything I do is stealthy.
Everything you do is stealthy. I assume it would be.
Yeah.
So,
Having rested, I'm gonna call Odium over.
Hold on, what's Cyan saying?
Ah, sorry.
oh no, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I think yours is probably more important.
Nah, you were talking first. What you doing?
Because I did the long rest, I changed up my abilities so that I got my other spell out.
Which
It's
one?
I'm trying to find it right now. Fuck.
That's an interesting spell.
Yeah, I wish, right? I think it's the one
You
that,
do know you can only cast touch spells.
what do you mean? Oh, because yeah, no. It's man, what is it? Here we go. Cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
Yeah. Oh no, not cure wounds. Man, help me out here, guys. It's the one that
Talking
cures
about
your blindness.
restoration.
What's that one about curing your blindness, like a
Lesser
disease?
restoration.
That's it. I can't find it. I want to cast lesser restoration. I've got it.
It's second level.
Second. All right. Thanks. Fuck. There we go. T means. What does T mean?
Means it's
Touch.
touch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try cast lesser restoration on myself.
Alrighty. Yep. So yeah, you are no longer blinded. You can knock off a second level spell slot.
Okay, great. Let me just get rid of something else then. Okay. Oh god, I'm like touching my eyes, and I kind of look over to Carcarius, see what he's doing.
Vicarious, what are you doing?
Come here. Let's give this a try.
Oh, are you going to try and remove the curse?
Yeah.
Alright, so to old Odium.
Yeah. I'm gonna just sort of lay a hand on his shoulder and start praying to Procan, asking for his help in removing this chaos.
Because this is like an empowered one, I would like you to make a roll for me. This is not traditional, but I'm going to require it because of the entity that placed this on this cleric. Give me
Don't you have this as well? Can't you help me?
Give me a wisdom. Well, yeah. Well, if you're both
Can I
doing
get a
it,
help action? Like I'll pray alongside him, or I'll splash holy water on them.
sure, I'll allow it. Make a wisdom check for me, please, Richard, with advantage. Okay, with a 19. The room around you, even though you're quite far away from the sea, because of both of these clerics, administering this remove curse, you've ticked off your spell slot, right? You feel both Osbrum and Procan's presence here, and you feel them washing away whatever stain was upon Odium. And immediately, a couple of things happened. You notice that where before he had been sort of like very sallow, very, his skin was very kind of saggy in that, and he looked just like he's gone through hell for the last, I don't know how many years. You see his whole countenance change. The skin smooths out a bit. There's a bit of a twinkle in his eye. And he kind of falls to his knees and he says, "It is true. You are this powerful. I thank you, I thank you. To who do I give my thanks?
I'll say
Which
for
deity?
Glacia.
Not now, Xerxes!
Procan guided my hand and aided me in this.
Wait. I whisper
And-
furiously to Cockharris. Don't forget about
And-
us.
And Osprey. And Osprey helped a bit.
He says, I know of these gods, the father and the daughter of the sea.
What is that?
I do not know how to repay this, but know this, I will find a way. If you return me to the mainland, that is, of course, naturally.
Of course. Cockharris,
Sorry, go for it.
Yeah.
Cockharris, isn't it always necessary that we anoint someone that's been blessed like this in the ocean first to seal the deal, right? You know, because of
Yeah.
the ocean. Yes.
Yes,
They
and
can
I think
unharm
that's a baptism, if you will.
Yes, it's really required, Odium.
But I cannot swim.
No, that's fine. We'll go knee deep.
Cyan will help you with that, don't worry. Maybe Cyan can teach you to swim on the boat ride back.
He looks uncertain at this, but he says,
think
I will try.
Kill
So
all.
while he's very like sort of, I don't know, flustered and happy at the situation,
Mhm.
I want to say, through your travels and learnings, readings, which I'm sure you must have done a lot of, have you come across anything regarding the location of fire elementals?
Let me see.
Xerxes, you really do have to tell us what this obsession with fire elementals is about.
Oh, well, I've spoken about it a couple times now, so if you do ask me, I'll talk to you about it.
Didn't the fireballs give it away? The man's interested in fire.
He says to you, I do not know much. I know that they are not native to this plane, and I know there are places in the world where you can find them. But I do not know of any exact places.
Pity. Did you actually ask me in character?
No. Well, yeah, I would have said it like, just sort of while you're talking to, like, what is this obsession?
So I'll tell you what it is. So essentially, I got or came across a necklace that will aid me in a lot of different ways should I kill a fire elemental while attuned to it. So it'll essentially allow me to cast more fire spells.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
And I'll say, yeah, I won't say anything actually. It'll definitely
I'm
come.
making a mental note. Find form of fire resistance.
And Bayleaf is just like standing there in the corner, thrumming a tune on his lute. Siren, I don't know if you would be joining him.
Sure.
Would you like to give me
Why
a
not?
performance check?
Okay.
And you may do so with advantage, because Bayleaf is accompanying you.
Okay.
And there's a very specific reason why I want this done. Great. You rolled higher than a 20. You guys who do not currently have DM inspiration, you now have DM inspiration. And that is going to be solely because of the bardic performance after your night of battle and chaos. And your new friends that you have made. But it is 9 o'clock. So I think I'm going to call it here for this evening. Next week, when we come back, we will continue to explore the next things that happen, including the secret that Bayleaf has opened up for you guys. During your conversations, Bayleaf confides in you that, according to the overseer that had hired him, he spoke of the great riches, but he says the overseer's nearest estimate apparently was something to the effect of 10,000 gold pieces. Hidden somewhere in there.
Halfway to a ship upgrade.
Waffle upgrade.
So, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you guys for being my awesome players as awesomeness dictates, as always. We will have the podcast and the YouTube video up in a day or two, and we will check you guys next week. Stay safe and be good, or not good, up to you. I don't want to preach. Adios!